Thank you for joining us now. I am Frank Omalape. And now, in an effort to drive a cashless economy, the Central Bank of Nigeria has suggested the use of Enaira for cash transfers during the National Social Safety Net program scale-up. This was according to the National FinTech Strategy document obtained from the website of the CBN. The strategy document was created by the National Financial Inclusion Steering Committee, chaired by the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele. The document revealed that the Enaira can be programmed or pre-programmed for payment to the poor and vulnerable on the social register. The CBN launched its central bank digital currency Enaira in October 2021 to drive financial inclusion, payment system efficiency improvement, covering remittances and social intervention and revenue and tax collections. The document noted that in Nigeria, the Enaira objectives include monetary policy effectiveness, financial inclusion, payments and remittances efficiency, and government payment. The National Social Safety Net program scale-up, which will cost about $800 million, is expected to take off in 2023, immediately after the National Assembly approves it. Deposit money banks have announced they will be closing early on Friday, a day ahead of the presidential polls holding nationwide on Saturday. It notices issued by banks to their customers. The banks said they would be closing earlier than their 4 p.m. official closing time. They have advised their customers to make use of their alternative banking solutions such as USSD, mobile apps, and other. First Bank, in its notice, told customers they are closing early Friday by 1 p.m. Same with Stanbic Bank, while Access Bank is closing early at 12 noon. And our insecurity challenges in the country, which continued after 2022, may worsen poverty and high unemployment rate in 2023, according to a report by Augusto & Co., a research credit ratings and risk management firm. The firm said in its report titled 2023 Outlook, Nigeria, a nation on the precipice, that in addition, Nigeria's insecurity challenges will continue to be a major issue in 2023. He said the situation worsened in 2022 and is now rife in many sections of the country. According to the report, the World Bank has revised its economic growth projection for Nigeria downwards to 2.9% from 3.2% initially stated in June 2022. It stated that Augusto & Co. had a slightly more optimistic forecast at 3% and hoped the GDP growth will be supported by election spending, improved oil output, and still high oil prices, but will be constrained by low investment and productivity. He said how quickly Nigeria could stem rampant oil theft and vandalism could be crucial to boosting foreign exchange earnings and providing the CBN with enough ammunition to intensify its interventions in the forex market. In the meantime, the federal government on Thursday said it had approved 9 companies to immediately verify the properties of the Nigerian Postal Service across the country. NIPOS is an agency of the federal government that provides and operates facilities of the collection, dispatch, and distribution of inland and overseas mail at a reasonable cost. It also provides and operates facilities for the remittance of money through the money or postal order systems. The Bureau of Public Enterprises stated in a statement issued in Abuja on Thursday that the 9 firms have been approved by the National Council on Privatization under the chairmanship of the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo to immediately carry out a nationwide verification of NIPOS Properties and Development Company Limited. He said the firms, which were divided into the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, include Ogogo Anyaro, Raji Adewale Associates, Alaba Odulami, Law Field Barristers and Solicitors, and B.A. Wale and Associate. Others include Aliyu Abubakar & Co., Bola Fabola, Tayo Oshitogun & Co., and Primal Chambers. Power distribution companies have stepped up the quantum of electricity load allocation that they receive and distribute to consumers across the country, as the latest data from the federal government showed a reduction in the amount of unutilized energy by the discos. Data released on Thursday by the federal government-owned Transmission Company of Nigeria on a daily discos load summary from February 4 to 10 showed that the cumulative excess load allocations was taken and distributed by the discos during the period was 897 megawatts. The report, however, indicated that the total quantum of energy that was not utilized during the same period was 407.5 megawatts. Nigeria's daily power generation has been hovering between 4,500 megawatts and 5,000 for some weeks now. Power distributors get around this quantum of electricity from TCN for distribution to customers daily. Some of the discos accept higher than their maximum load nomination, while others take less than what they nominate for, depending on various factors. And our manufacturing's growth in 2022 slowed by 24.7% to 6.93% compared to 31.66% in 2021. A new report by the National Bureau of Statistics has shown the nominal gross domestic product of the manufacturing sector in the last quarter fell by 16.6% from 25.52 recorded in 2021 to 8.86 in 2022 on the back of the challenging business environment in the country. The Chief Executive Officer of the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, Dr. Moda Yusuf, said the operating environment had remained very bad and challenging for many of the productive sectors of the economy. The manufacturing sector comprises 13 activities: oil refining, cement, food, beverages, and tobacco, textile apparel, and footwear. Other subsectors in the manufacturing sector are wood and wood products, pulp paper and paper products, chemical and pharmaceutical products, non-metallic products, plastic and rubber products, electrical and electronic, basic metal and iron and steel motor vehicles and assembly, and all the manufacturing. The NBS stated that the contribution of manufacturing to nominal GDP in the fourth quarter of last year was 13.49%, lower than the figure recorded in the corresponding period of the prior year at 14.28% and lower than the third quarter of last year at 13.75%, respectively. The Miners Association of Nigeria on Thursday said the association will establish solid mineral plants in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. The acting president of the association, Alhaji Musa Mohammed, in an interview in Abuja, said the association would start the establishment first in Kogi, adding that there were good numbers of mineral resources in the state. He said the effort was to show an example of good leadership as well as support government to promote the development of the country. Mohammed said the establishment of the plant will also bring investors and create job opportunities for the youth. According to him, the sense of establishing the plant in the zones is to attract more investment, thereby creating many opportunities for the people. The Nigerian Association of Patent Proprietary Medicine Dealers, Kano State Chapter, on Thursday confirmed that it was challenging the forceful relocation of its members to Kano Economic City, also known as Coordinated Wholesale Center. The association made the disclosure through its Lego and Kausa Abubakar Adam Mohammed shortly after the swearing-in ceremony of the NAFT Caretaker Committee in Kano. According to Mohammed, the association approached the Federal High Court in Kano, where it secured an interim injunction restraining the respondent from harassing and forcing the marketers to relocate to KEC against their wish of the exorbitant price. The NAPPMED also argued that the new Kano Economic City has already been sold to other individuals and not exclusively meant for the NAPPMED members and has been insinuated. Mohammed listed the respondent in the suit to include Jais Bank, Brain and Hammers, and the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. However, NAPPMED exonerated the Kano State government from the forceful resettlement. If you're watching Business Now, coming to you live from our studios, still to come after the break. South Africa power firm appoints new chief executive officer. I'll bring you details and more news after this commercials. Please stay with us.